Have you guys ever wondered how many coats, how many sand downs, when to vinyl, and most importantly, how long does it take to complete the whole entire tumbler? I will do a tumbler each using Grande Finale and Hyperion, so let's find out. So as usual, I'll be using all Crystalac products and all Wilson & Brown Supplies product. And if you guys can see in this video, I started off really quickly. That's because this is not a tutorial, this is a comparison video, but I do have tutorials if you guys are looking for tutorial videos. Continuing on this video, I have to mention that I did use 2 coats of glitter for Crystalac only because although in this video you cannot see, but it was pretty patchy, so I had to do 2 coats of glitter. I'm starting off with my first coat of Grande Finale and also Hyperion, and I will be putting all the hours on the screen so that you can follow along more easily. Bear in mind that Hyperion and also Grande Finale has 2 hours of drying time, and then putting on the third coat of Grande Finale 16 hours in total, and third coat of Hyperion takes 7 hours and 30 minutes. This is how it looks like close up for Grande Finale. 3 coats and a total of 16 hours. The texture is still quite rough. It's definitely not ready for a vinyl, obviously. But I am going to sand it down anyway because it's already 3 coats of Grande Finale. And this is how it looks like close up for Hyperion tumbler, and there's 3 coats of Hyperion and a total of 7 hours and 30 minutes. Since there's already 3 coats, I am going to do a sand down as well for Hyperion. So in the past, I have done a couple of comparisons as well, comparing Bright Tone, Hyperion, and also Grande Finale. And another video of comparison is Hyperion versus Bright Tone. That was when Crystalac only had Bright Tone and have not yet launched Grande Finale. So if you guys are interested in those videos, I will link it in the description box so that it's easier for you guys to just click and watch. So let's jump onto this video back again and look at the close-up for Grande Finale. The tumbler is still very gritty, very textured, not ready for vinyl. Definitely need more coats. And this is how it looks like close up for Hyperion. 5 coats, 1 sand down, and a total of 11 hours and 30 minutes. It's definitely much smoother than Grande Finale's tumbler, as you can see for yourself in this video. But it's still not ready yet for a vinyl, so we have to keep on going. I know the close-up bits can be a little bit long and draggy, but you can fast forward if you want to. This is for people who really want to see every angle, and this is just my way of proving to you that I am being as honest and as neutral as possible. So I'm doing a second sand down for Grande Finale and also Hyperion. And this is how the tumblers look like. The Hyperion tumbler looks way matte because I managed to level sand it as it was pretty much embedded. Whereas for the Grande Finale, it still needed a little bit more coats, so I couldn't level sand it. And then I'm putting on the 6th coat of Grande Finale, 22 hours and 2 sand downs, and also Hyperion, 6th coat of Hyperion, 13 hours, 30 minutes, and 2 sand down. And this is how it looks like close up for the Hyperion tumbler with 6 coats and 2 sand down. This is only 1 coat after the sand down, and and also this is after level sanding. So you can see that it is relatively smooth. And this is a close-up of the Grand Finale tumbler, 6 coats and 2 sand downs, 13 hours and 30 minutes. It is still a little bit textured. So to speed things up, I am going to do another sand down. I usually don't, but this time it is quite safe to do so because we are using fine glitter, and this is how it looks like for Grand Finale after a third sand down. It is slightly bumpy, but it's definitely better than just now, as if I were to put vinyl right now, you can definitely see the textures. And this is how it looks like for Hyperion tumbler after a third sand down. It is extremely smooth and definitely ready for a vinyl. Also bear in mind that I only did one coat after the previous sand down. So usually you want to do 2 coats of sealant before you do another sand down. So my Hyperion tumbler is ready for a decal, and I am going to put a decal that says Hyperion so that we can keep track on the tumblers more easily. And then I am going to seal the decal with Helios glue, and it takes 30 minutes dry time, so it is a total of 14 hours. And then I put my 7th coat of Grand Finale, 24 hours and 3 sand downs, and 7th coat of Hyperion, 16 hours, 3 sand downs, and with a vinyl on. And this is how it looks close up for Grand Finale, 7 coats, 3 sand downs, 24 hours. It may look relatively smooth in this video, but if you were to run down your fingers, you can feel that it is textured. So if I were to put a vinyl now, the vinyl will only magnify the blemishes and will make the tumbler look very bumpy. And a close-up for Hyperion tumbler, 7 coats of Hyperion, 3 sand downs, and vinyl. This is after 1 coat of Hyperion, and as you can see, the vinyl looks kind of embedded already. But if you were to run your fingers, you can definitely feel the vinyl. I am using Oracle 631 for this. And then putting on my 8th coat of Grand Finale, 26 hours and 3 sand downs. And also my Hyperion tumbler, 8th coat of Hyperion, 18 hours and 3 sand downs with a vinyl. And this is how it looks like close up for Hyperion tumbler, 8 coats, 3 sand downs with vinyl, 18 hours in total. Usually after 2 coats of Hyperion, I would usually already sand down. So I am quite confident that you are able to lightly sand on this tumbler. This is how it looks like for Grand Finale, 8 coats, 3 sand downs, no vinyl, and the total hours is 26 hours. Sorry guys, a little bit sleepy because I'm editing this at 4 AM in the morning. And I am going to do the 4th sand down for Hyperion tumbler, and also going to do a 4th sand down for Grand Finale tumbler. So this is the close-up for the Hyperion tumbler after the 4th sand down, and I have lightly sand on the vinyl area. So the vinyl is not fully embedded, but it's getting there. And this is the close-up for the Grand Finale tumbler. It is still a bit bumpy. I have tried to level sand this tumbler, but it's still a little bit bumpy, so I may need to do another level sand after a couple of coats. So I am going to skip vinyl for this round, and I am going to put my 9th coat of Grand Finale, 28 hours and 4 sand down. And for Hyperion, 9th coat, 20 hours and 4 sand downs. And then I'm going to put on my 10th coat of Grand Finale, 30 hours, and also 10th coat of Hyperion, 22 hours. And this is how it looks at close-up of the Grand Finale, guys. 10 coats, 4 sand downs, 30 hours. To be honest, it was cloudy looking. I know you cannot see from this video, but it is cloudy throughout the whole entire tumbler, and I did let it rest for a week before continuing both tumblers. And I was a little bit confused why I got cloudiness, because I did wait for more than 2 hours, to be honest, for all my coats, because I am always busy with my girl. Also, as you can see from my video, I did put thin coats and only 2 lines. So not sure how and why it got really cloudy. Bear in mind that I am showing you a close-up of the tumblers again, because this is after a week of resting and it is still cloudy. And then this is the close-up of the Hyperion tumbler, 10 coats of Hyperion, 4 sand downs and a vinyl already on the tumbler, and a total of 22 hours. And then I decided to put on my vinyl for my Grand Finale tumbler. I actually forgot to sand down this part. I should have sanded it down and then put on a vinyl instead of trying to find which is the smoothest part of the tumbler. That is so silly of me. But also that's because I left the tumbler for 1 week and I really forgotten where I stopped. So this is just me getting into the groove all over again. So now putting on decal for the Grand Finale tumbler. And then I seal the vinyl with glitter glue. Glitter glue needs 2 hours dry time. So the total hours is 32 hours. And then I put 11th coat of Grand Finale, 34 hours, 4 sand down and a vinyl. For Hyperion is 11 coats of Hyperion, 24 hours, 4 sand down and a vinyl. I then put my 12th coat of Hyperion and also Grand Finale. And this is a close-up for Hyperion 12 coats, 4 sand down with a vinyl, 26 hours in total. It is already almost super smooth, but I wanted to put just one more coat just to be safe. And this is the close-up for the Grand Finale. 12 coats, 4 sand downs and a vinyl on it already. And this is 36 hours in total. As you know, I just applied the decal, so it is still, you can still feel the decal. I am going to sand down my Hyperion tumbler, and this is the 5th sand down, and I am only sanding down the decal area. Putting on 13th coat of Grand Finale, 38 hours, 4 sand down, and 13th coat of Hyperion, 28 hours and 5 sand down. Unfortunately, I came across orange peel. Not only orange peel, but I had this oil slick looking on my tumbler throughout my whole entire tumbler, and also the tumbler was still pretty cloudy. Also, I conclude this small bottle can only do 2 tumblers. I mean, there's still a little bit more, so probably like 2.5 tumblers. And the tumbler I'm using is only 12 ounce, and for the previous video I was using a kid cup, so that was a lot smaller. I am not sure if you guys can see, but there's definitely a difference in color for Grand Finale tumbler and also Hyperion tumbler. And this is the close-up for the 2 tumblers together. Grand Finale's vinyl is not yet level compared to Hyperion's vinyl. And for my Hyperion, it is done. It will just be sitting at the cut. So I am going to do a light sand on the decal area. And this is the 5th sand down for Grand Finale. Fifteenth coat of Grand Finale, 42 hours, 5 sand down and a vinyl. And as you can see, my Hyperion tumbler is just chilling at the side. This is a close-up of after a sand down, and after 1 coat after that sand down, you can still see the sanding marks. So I am going to put my 16th coat, 44 hours. And then a close-up for you, 16th coat, 44 hours and 5 sand downs. I'm going to do another sand down because I know you cannot see in this video, but it is not fully embedded. As you can see, when I sand down, you can see this line that cannot be sanded yet. So I'm trying to level sand it carefully without hitting the vinyl. And then I put on my 17th coat of Grand Finale, 46 hours and 6 sand downs, and also my 18th coat of Grand Finale. And this is how it looks like, guys. I am not even kidding you when I said my Grand Finale tumbler is extremely cloudy. And as you can see, the original glitter is a lot closer to Hyperion tumbler compared to the Grand Finale's tumbler. And a total of 30 hours for Hyperion and 48 hours plus I let it sit for 1 week because it was so super cloudy. And also Hyperion takes 14 coats and Grand Finale took 18 coats. And I will be doing a stress test for these 2 tumblers, so I am letting it rest for a month before doing any conclusion. Bye!
Get